So my name is Callum, and I'm currently the IT officer for Dudley Academies Trust. So the school that we've implemented NetSupport Notify in is Beacon Hill Academy, and that's a secondary school in the West Midlands with approximately 1,100 learners. Currently, we've got it deployed on about 650 devices. They're all Windows devices, but there's a mixture of desktops and laptops, and that's between both staff and learner devices. Yeah, so the school was looking at their evacuation procedures and lockdown procedures and things like that, and one of the concerns that was raised was a way of sort of issuing a silent alarm across the school. And because their actual alarms are quite old school and they've only got sort of one tone, there's no option to do silent, we thought let's look at a way of doing it through the computers, because every classroom and office has at least one computer in it. And the school had already got a messaging system that was built into their network management software, but the issue with that was that only the network manager could send the messages out because they needed to be a system admin. So we looked around and identified that NetSupport Notify would be good for this purpose, because we can install the console application on any of our staff computers, and then should the need arise to send out an emergency message, anybody can do it no matter where they are in the school. If they're using their laptops walking around the school, they can do it that way. So it was just a really critical part of the new procedures that were put in place. Yeah, so the main use case, luckily it's never been needed, like I said, is for a lockdown or an evacuation, but the school has also started using the software for just sending out sort of general purpose messages instead of emails. So for example, if the principal wants to do a sort of one-off assembly with a group of learners, rather than sending a whole staff email out, which might be missed depending on if the teacher's got their emails open and things like that, they'll send it through NetSupport Notify, target it to which rooms they need to target it to, and we know for certain that it has been seen then, because we've got the option to have it full screen or display on top of other windows and things like that. So it's helping to improve the efficiency of communication around the school for things like that. I think the favourite feature's got to just be the fact that it's so easy to use, and that we can put the console anywhere regardless of user permissions, unlike the old system. The ability to easily send messages out targeted to rooms, and also change the type of message, is really useful, so that we can sort of send out general messages with a little blue banner, or for the evacuations we sort of reserve the red and the orange for that, so that it stands out to people. So just the ease of use of setting all that, and that any of our staff can send those out if we've pushed the console to their device. I think it just comes back round to that efficiency of communication and reducing the amount of email messages, because for example, like the assembly example I gave previously, they'd have sent a whole staff email out, which would have gone to sort of admin staff, teaching assistants, people that don't need that information, and it's just another email to clog up their inbox. Whereas this way, the benefit of it is we can target it to just the classrooms we want, even without knowing which teacher is in the room, for example, like cover lessons, and know for a fact that it has been seen, rather than just hoping that they pick up the email while they're busy teaching, potentially walking around the room. Probably be something along the lines of a really simple and easy way to distribute messages across large campuses. It's been really good from the first step, so discussing costs and licensing and the ability to expand or lower the license count in future if we take on any sort of devices like iPads and things like that. So it's been a really positive experience, and the support's been really quick. You've got email and phone as well, which is always useful. So yeah, it's been really good. Yeah, I definitely would. I think the benefit with NetSupport is not only is it high quality software, but there's also other packages available all within the same suite that have very similar user interfaces. So I think it's a good thing to recommend, because you can sort of pick NetSupport Notify, NetSupport School, NetSupport Manager, and people will learn one and then have a good idea to use the others because they're very similar. And I think being able to have that high quality support all in one place is a really useful thing as well.